which I drafted it from. Because actually something I do for reals, but I don't do it for profit. So I
Yeah.
was just seeing if I can draft it out for a business, and I thank God I actually sent it to you because I was skeptical at first. I wanted to use something that doesn't belong to me, but I'm happy I used something that actually belonged to me, and you saw it and you pointed out things I never thought about because I've been thinking about time and
Yeah.
those correct. If I'd gone ahead and just gone ahead to do it, I would have made big mistakes. So I'm really grateful for those
No,
corrections.
no wahala, no wahala. Listen, we just reason together. There's no see one thing I know in business. I've worked with so many business gurus and so many CEOs and a lot of them. One thing I know in business is no one knows it all, right?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes some foolish ideas might just fly, but there are some ones that once you see it, you see that you're already seeing the possibility of it having issues. So you just have to eliminate what you can eliminate. Though
That
they still need to just still try, but that's risk that you want to take. But less for me, if I'm an investor, then I wouldn't put my money on something that will get 1% benefit on. Like if it's 1% benefit, I would rather stay where I am and save the risk.
no, no, it's not even about benefit at all. It's not about no, definitely it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. It's
Because
just about
because
being
it,
able to. Hello.
gone.
Yeah, it's just about being able to render services to people, being able to inspire hope
Do you
that is going.
is it a non-profit organization you want to run or what?
No, I said that I drafted that out from a non-profit organization, so I didn't properly correct a whole lot of things there to
Oh,
make it suit a profit-making organization, to make it suit the business sense. So that I should have done. But despite that, you pointed out things that I didn't even see before, and it really got me thinking, and it was really, really helpful. But majorly, what it's after is that it's all about like I mentioned the hotel business, I mentioned the travel, the tourism.
yeah.
It's all about being able to give this feel to people that whenever you come to us, you can't get zero. You must definitely get something. And if you have 1%, we can make that 1% 100%. We can make it multiple. I didn't include all of these things, which I said was my mistake. But at the
Yeah.
same time, those things that you pointed out, really, 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 they were big eye openers for me because, man, that's why I have to be in this second class because I mean, it was very helpful. I won't lie to you.
No wala. So as you unfold your or as you brainstorm, just try and share with me.
I will.
there's knowledge in sharing, right? Some things that you
Yes.
might not be seeing, I might just see it, right? So just feel
Okay.
free to mail me or call me or anything. I'm always
All
available.
right. I'll do that.
K Wright designer, you're welcome. Hello, K Wright. Hello, K Wright designers. Are you there? Okay. Princess. Hello, Princess. Hello. Yeah, Princess.
Hello.
How are you, Princess?
I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ogeneyoma
Thank you.
Victor. Yeah, Ogeneyoma Victor. What's up, my guy? Mr. Oyoma. Mr. Yoma, hope you are there. Sheung, it's like our 10 minutes is fast spent, oh. We'll just have to proceed. Sheung, are you there? Hello, Mr. Sheung. Man, it would be really not be nice if I continue with Ask Sheung. Sheung wants to call some of his people. So maybe let me just wait a um while he comes back. You can unmute your mic and if you have anything to say or comments, question, worries, inquiry, anything, just go ahead. Then when Shemu comes, everybody mutes his or her mic. Or alternatively, you can also make use of the chats tutor. You can make use of the chats. I will attend to every chat question and comments. So if you are talking, you introduce yourself, tell us your name and just say what you want to say while we wait for Shemu. Hello, this all of us are quiet. Hope we are safe.
I think you have a good number already. You can just get started. Try to contact some people anyway.
Okay. So let's just proceed. So we all can turn off our or mute our microphone.
All right.
Yeah. So good evening everyone. Good evening everyone. Once again I'm sorry for pushing the class forward. It's as a result of some personal pressing needs. I'm really sorry. So I'm glad we are back again to it. So in today's class, what we'll be discussing basically in today's class is things one need to do before taking business online, right? As a digital marketer, when you get a client, majority of your time will go in planning, right? If you don't keep things properly, or if you don't do things properly at first, you find yourself going to and fro, right? So this today's class is just basically um things you have to do, things you have to put in place before even making your first post, right? I've had um calls from people like, I want to go online. What do I do? What do I need to do? How what should I post? What media should I use? A lot of all those kind of stuff. So today is going to address all of those kind of issue. So today's class is titled "Prepare to Take a Business Online." So let's proceed. Yeah. So taking a business online, the first thing one need to do is he has to define a target audience, right? there's is a market for everybody. So in this noisy world, out there, just like the normal markets, the internet is also very noisy. So when you want to take a business online, you really need to have an idea of who you want to target, who you want to reach out to. You don't try to sell to everybody. That is a wrong way of selling. You just waste your time, right? You have to have an idea of the kind of person you want to sell to. And how can you do that? You do that by what we call demographics. Demographics is categorization of population by age, gender, income, occupation, education, location, etc. You know, in marketing, all of these factors will determine how you present your message, how your tone of message, how technical or formal or informal you will be, and what efforts you want to put into your marketing campaign, right? If you're advertising to let's say a PhD degree holder, right? Your English, your thesis, your captions, everything should be top notch. Likewise, when you're trying to market to maybe someone that did not finish secondary school, right? You have to be very informal at this time, right? Likewise, also when you are trying to sell a product or a service to someone that earns over 1 million naira a month, there are some things you need to really put in place to really convince him. So you have to know all of these things before you take a business online. You ask yourself, this person that I want to sell, what is their age? What gender? Am I trying to sell to a male or female or both? What is my expected customer income, his occupation? What do they do? Are they traders? Are they professionals? Their educational background? Where are they? Where can I find them? You have to jot all these things down somewhere. Then when you have all these things down, it makes your marketing easy and swift. Then another factor or another factor to define a target audience is interest. Like the person you want to advertise to, who you want to sell to, what what are they interested on? Do they like reading a particular publication online? Are they so interested in sports, comedy, a lot of all these things? You have to know the the person you want to advertise to, their interests before you even put anything online. You have to have all of this, and you have to, like I've said, you have to have a book, yeah, where you write out all of these things. This is like a guideline for you. Then, their behaviors. How do they behave online, right? Do they share pictures? Do they like? Do they comment? So you have to know their online behaviors too. Then, finally, you have to know their needs. What are their needs that your business offers, right? You, you, when you define your target audience, you have to try to connect the dots between their needs and what your business offers. It's wrong idea for you to be advertising a product or a service to someone that has no need for it. Yeah. Imagine me trying to sell. Okay, let me take my brand for example, our company for example, Networkers. Networkers does automation and software and digital marketing for businesses. Then I'm trying to advertise to someone that does not have a business. It's a waste of my time and resources, right? Most times, maybe I just if most time if I upload my business on my status or my feeds, it's just maybe to just create awareness. Most times, what I rather do, I rather chat people up. I'll tell them, hey bro, see what I'm doing. Oh, I can do this for you. In case you have somebody that needs this, yeah, I'll just tell them to contact them directly rather than random putting my 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 post on my status and boring them, and most of them will just mute me most time because me I do mute. If your post becomes so irrelevant to me, I'll just mute you. So I know my target customer and most of them are not from my friend list. I know where they are. So because what I'm offering, the needs that the solution that my company provides, they don't have that needs, right? Most of them are um, employees, yeah, seeking for jobs and all of that. So their needs is not taking business online. Their needs is most especially getting a job and better working condition as work, and yeah, a lot of all those kind of things. So you just have to know the needs of who you are trying to sell to, and you connect it with what your product or your services does. Don't have to waste your time wasting all your effort and marketing to people that really don't care about what you are offering. All those things are demoralizing. Yeah, they are demoralizing when you keep on posting and posting and no one responds, and it's kind of demoralizing. So I advise you take substantial amount of your time to draft out all of these things, that these people I want to market to, who are they? Use all these criteria to have an idea of who you want to reach. So when you just see someone that is not your customer, you don't waste time on them. You just move on. Then talking of audience, there is what we call the primary audience and the secondary audience. The primary audience is your major services or your major products, right? This is the most valuable products you have. These are your products or your services that you want to push out first. You want to sell them more. Then your secondary audience are people that might be interested in some of the things you offer. Okay, let me see, take networkers for example. Networkers NG primary target audience is hospitality and health industry, right? Those are their primary target audience. So we'll try to provide software and digital marketing to hospitals and hotels. So, but our secondary audience is small and medium scale businesses, people that might want to do um, website design, um, branding, logo design, all of those kind of things. Yeah, we'll capture them most time, but those are not our pure or our core audience. But if they come, if they come and we are less busy, we capture them. But we don't put all of our efforts in them. So you have to know your primary and your secondary audience. Though it's not a must, you have to have both. But just know that there is what we call a primary and secondary audience. Then after you've known your target audience, one thing you should do is customer research, your business research. A lot of person don't do this. This is very important. Very, 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 very important. I've seen a lot of person that have very fanciful idea and they just take it to the market and put in a lot of money and they fail. You just have to do your market research. Like the last voice notes I did on our WhatsApp group, where I told you how to make market research. I think you should just stick to that. There's no need on emphasizing on it again. You have to ask question, strategic question. You have to listen and see how people are in need of what you are trying to offer, and see the options they are exploring to solve that problem. If people are not exploring options to solve the problem, you just know that it's not a right idea. See, there are so many good ideas in this life, but the timing is just bad. Timing is what determines if business will succeed or fail. Even no matter how good your idea is, if it's not in the right time, it's bound to fail. So, in as much as you have smart, intelligent, innovative idea that you want to take out to the world there, make sure you ask questions. Go out there, see how people are responding to it, see if it's actually what they need or it's not pressing to them at that moment. So, most person will say they don't have resources to to make a good market research, right? But you can start with your very first customer. The first customer you have, that first customer you have, you can start with that very person. Ask them question, and from the response you have from that person, you can look for similar person with that your first customer, even if it's one customer. Yeah, you can start with them. Ask them strategic question. Try and cultivate that habit of listening when they are talking. You and know how to ask them questions that will make them talk more, right? Let them when they talk more, they expose their needs, and they also give you keywords or marketing languages that you can use to reach similar kind of customer. So once you have one person, you can model you can model that person with similar person. Then thirdly, you monitor your competitors. Like me normally, if I'm giving a contract or a business to maybe do a website for a company, I know a lot of things are involved. I don't really have all the fun to make do all the research. Most time, what I'll do is I can Google for, let's say I'm giving a laundry firm ask me to design a website for them. I can search on Google like a laundry firm in London. Then I will see the top laundry firm in London. I will see how they are doing, how they are online, how they are faring online, things they do. I'll draw ideas from them. I'll draw concept from what they are doing. So I just replicate it to the new firm that is giving me that contract. I don't have to start racking my brain or start thinking what I will have to do. No. I just find people that are already succeeding and I just model that. It saves you a lot of time because a lot of all these guys, all these big guys that are doing well, they spent years and plenty of money on research and a lot of things. So you don't have that time, you don't have that resources. All you can do is just model. The model is another way of is another touch name for copy. Yeah. Then you talk to friends and strangers too. Like in marketing, the best and most effective marketing strategy is talking one on one, face to face. In short, your digital marketing is supposed to complement your contemporary or your traditional marketing. You must learn how to talk to people. Anybody that is doing business that, except you work for a firm, if you work for a firm like a digital marketing firm where they might have a traditional marketer that goes out, but most of us here we are not experienced, and for us to get employed in a digital marketing agency, they want to know how you fed, like your freelance jobs, how the company you've handled, how did you cope with them, and all of that will convince them to take you in. So you can't run away from talking to people. So you should learn to talk to people, strangers, friends, ask them questions, make them to don't ask them how do you see about this my idea, because they will tell you it's cool. That's what everybody will tell you. Ask anybody, how do you see the design? Oh, fine, wonderful. How do you see it? Everybody tells you no, except some people that are business oriented that will hit the nail on the head for you and tell you, see, this thing is not just going to work. So, but just ask them like how if they've had that problem, like right, like I'll be saying, strategic questions. Yeah. So your online success will succeed more when you've told someone about your business and they now see it online again. That will make them to be more convinced about your brand, right? But people are Nigeria. See, let's not take this away. Nigeria is still far behind in the digital space. We are lagging behind. A lot of persons are not familiar with all these online processes, and they don't trust. And our country fraud is on high rate. So people want something they've seen and they can relate to, right? So you should learn to talk to people and complement your traditional marketing with your online strategy. So once you've talked to people, you devise a way to use social media to target those people that you've talked to so that they will see your brand twice. Like research has shown that for an average Nigerian to be convinced to patronize a brand, he might have seen that brand 7 times. So 7 times, including offline and online. So don't just think you can just put one advert and think people will start clamoring for it. No, you have to crack the nut before you penetrate, right? Um, then like this is a template of what I use for my clients to draft out my target audience. So I prepared a something like this. So once I get a new client, I have a blank form of this. I fill them out like this is target audience for small businesses. Then the need of the target audience, as you can see, they need web design, they need digital marketing, they need app design, and they also need branding. Then their demographic is 45 to 65 years. Gender is male and female. Household income 350K to 1 million naira per month. This is my target audience. Anybody that is not making this amount of money, I don't waste my time trying to convince them, because I will just waste my time. They can't, it's not that they don't like it, they can't afford it. So my services is way beyond their income. So this is very important. You should try and weigh people's pockets and know if they can really afford you. Don't waste your time talking and offer. You keep on bringing your services down, 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 and you know, in business you can't hold a customer by pricing. Pricing is a wrong way to hold down the customer. You should hold customer by your services, how sophisticated your service is, how your service are, or how your product is, right? Other options that will make them to always come to you, not price, because customer that are so interested on price, and they always keep going to the other person that has the highest, that has the cheapest, that can offer them the cheapest price. So the location, okay, the education or occupation is a high school or college start holder, right? Those are the kind of people that are my target audience um for this particular project. Then location is Nigeria. Then their interest is they like reading news, they are interested in investments, they travel, they are in they are in security firm, most especially military. This is applied to me. Oh, yours will be different, but I'm just using mine as an example so that you can see how I go about it. Then their behavior is they read online, they read investment news online. That is that. Then, secondly, before you take a business online, you should understand the customer journey. This is where a lot of person get it totally wrong, and this is a very vital part of marketing. So I will just take this
Mm,
part slowly, and after this, I will try and ask questions for this so that we'll try and get ourselves before we proceed. See, the customer journey is divided into three. There's the awareness stage, there's the consideration stage, and the conversion stage. So you see, like it's like a funnel, it's like a sales funnel. At the awareness, at the awareness part of the marketing, you want to attract as many people as possible, right? You want to let people know that okay, this your brand exists, what this brand actually exists, and at different stages of this marketing journey, the message you pass across is different. The message you pass across at awareness stage is different from the message you pass at consideration stage or at conversion stage. At awareness stage, you can do something like brand story. Talk about your company, how you started, what made you start the company, things that motivated you, um, or if you are rendering service, how processes you pass to make your service more sophisticated, your back office, things that happen back the scene, interview people, let people talk about their daily to daily job. At this moment, you are not selling anything. You are just trying to let people know that you exist, right? So in marketing, you will take like some period of time to do this awareness first before you now move to the second stage. And let me talk another thing again. There's something that people don't have strategy in marketing. Like once you start this your journey, once you start from an awareness, you have to every customer has supposed to pass through these three journey for them to actually make a decision. Because at the awareness, when you start introducing your company, you're telling them what you do, um your brand story and all of those things. Now, when you want to go to the consideration stage, you should try to make sure that you are also doing the next marketing of the consideration to people that is already aware to that is already that are already aware of your brand or your product. Not that you've done awareness for another set of person and you're doing consideration for another set of no. It must know how to capture all of them. Like, okay, a proper way to do is like, okay, you run an ad on Facebook saying your brand story, talk about your brand, right? And you have a website. Normally, once you run ad on Facebook, Facebook owns Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram, so you can run ad on those three platforms as you go, and those are the one of the most powerful and cheapest marketing channel anyone can make use of. When you run an awareness campaign on Facebook, you have to set up. There's what we call audience custom audience. So this custom audience is something you set up on Facebook that okay, keep track of people that has uh, keep track of people that has taken action either on my website or that has interacted with my page or has watched my video or done something with my brand. Right? There's still what we call standard conversion or standard audience. So all these they are just like events to track things that happen. So once you keep track of activity that has gone or you keep track of people that has taken action on your brand either by watching your video, liking your post, doing something. These people are already aware of it. So now when you want to do the next marketing, which is consideration, now at this consideration part, the kind of message you should be passing is why is your brand better than the next brand, why one need to patronize you over another, right? And you should try to make sure that you target those people that has already seen your products before, right? You are taking them through a journey. I don't know if I'm making sense. You're taking them through a journey, so they have seen you, they've seen the brand. Okay, this brand exists, and in this consideration, you're trying to tell them why your brand is better, right? So you have to give them, you have to try and clear every doubt from their mind. Tell them why you are better than the rest guys out there. So at this consideration message, I mean, at this consideration part of the journey, it's just about clearing doubts, telling people why your brand is better. Then the last journey is the conversion. This, you just want them to take an action, either to buy something or like download something or subscribe. You just want them to take a particular action. And if you are running ad on Facebook or any of this conversion ads is the most expensive. Yeah, is the most expensive. So you should make sure that you are only targeting to people that has passed through the awareness, consideration, and conversion. See, your ad has need to show to people like 7, 14, 15 times before they can finally decide to buy from you. So you don't just run ad and the first ad you run is to buy. Man, you might be lucky to get one, but in most cases you will not get anything. So you just have to take them through that journey where you have to schedule a period of time that you run your awareness campaign, and that period of time that you show your awareness campaign to at your consideration campaign, you show it to people that is already aware of your products, and finally the conversion stage. So even likewise in traditional business we do every day, like when you go out you see people that you see shops, right? You really can, it's on rare cases that you just see a shop for the first time and you just buy from them. Most time when you are going out, you'll be observing the shop. You see them how they put how they shape their market, how they position their things, and if it's fanciful. Every day you pass, you are kind of okay, observing them until one day, and you see that people are always coming in and they're always busy and they are doing well, right? You've not seen things that will discourage you after a while, then you decide to buy from them. And probably if you enjoy their service or their service or what they sell, you become their customer. Likewise, also it is online. You have to take your online customers through this journey. It's not at the very first message you are putting out is for people to buy. No, try to, because people have a lot of doubts why they will not buy from you. You are far away from them, they don't know you, so you have to clear them all these doubts, right? So you have to pass through this customer journey before hitting that conversion stage. Not your first message, you're already at the conversion or so. Let me just open the mic so people can ask me question at this part, please. I'm listening. Or if you don't want to say something, you can use the chats. No question.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
My question is this. What if, please can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay. Please, what if let's assume someone is selling a product
Yeah.
and the product is a, let's say, a consumable product. You
Yeah.
understand? So does a consumable product, does it really necessary to pass all through the three stages of buyer's journey?
Like if you are starting, if that business is coming online for the very first time,
Okay.
I cannot just see something for the first time and buy from someone. You have to convince me that consumable like edible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to take me through a journey. Like, okay, you've started selling food though. This is where I cook my food though. My food is produced or is cooked in the best hygienic condition. Then you now tell me to start ordering food. I will be convinced. You can't just come online and start telling me to buy food. No, nah. You look at it. How does it look to you?
The reason why I'm saying this is that there are some. And actually, I understand the three stages that is very, very important. You understand? But I'm just trying to try to know that in some cases, is it an exception to maybe any of the stages in some cases?
In marketing, there's no exception to that. For every of your digital, every of your goal that you want to go through, you have to take them through that exception. Even if you run ad on Facebook, right? If you run ad
Yeah,
on Facebook, you see how Facebook categorize them. You see
it's
awareness
true.
campaign, consideration campaign, and conversion campaign. Facebook did not put exception to it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Except you are selling what is in high demand that people are in dire need of it. They really need. Nah, 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 nah. They don't care, right? But if you want to properly do it, it does not cost you anything. You can say, okay, 2 days you fire your ad
All right, all right,
person.
all right, all
Next the
right.
next 2 days consideration. Then the third day you do to people that has seen all of these things. Not it's more effective that way. Even on Google Ads self too. Google call it sales funnel. It's like that too.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question before I proceed? Okay, I'll assume no more question. So um this is a template that I use for my customer journey.
Hello,
Okay, okay, go on. Who am I
hello,
on
sir.
to? Yeah, go on.
Okay, it's okay. Sorry, my system kind of hung. That's why I wasn't able to ask. I want to ask in understanding the customer journey, is
Yeah.
there a time frame set for the awareness period, the consideration period, and the conversion period? Like, when do we expect to end, for example, our awareness campaign, then move to consideration? Like, what's the time frame for each? Is there any time frame, or we just do it as we feel it's working?
Okay. What I advise, your awareness campaign, at least 1 week.
1 week. Okay.
Week show different awareness, not one. You can decide to repeat one message though, but you can have different message for your awareness for like 1 week. Talk about your things, talk about the company, just keep bombard people with your brand so that they will have you at the back of their mind there. Then the next week, you start
Okay,
telling
sir.
them, yeah,
No, I can hear you, sir. Carry on, sir.
yeah. Then the next week, you go ahead with your consideration messages, why you are better, things you do better. Then your conversion, you can use conversion like you give them offer 20% discounts. You if you notice when you go to Jumia and order some things, maybe when you are browsing on Facebook, you see them 20% discounts on what you.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So though it's in Jumia, their own is shorter. It can be one day. So see this thing, if it's a new business, it's just have to spread it. But if it's old business that people are already aware, a day is okay. But make sure that you just show them different things. As conversion parts, you have to give them discounts, giveaway, something to encourage them, or something that if they don't take it, they will lose something, right? So the timing is not fixed. You just have to use your discretion here. You just have to use your discretion. But just make sure that at the awareness
Mm,
part, make sure you show it to a very substantial population. Let more people, let plenty of people see it, because then from the consideration, people that are interested, people that need it will start to follow you until you finally make a
mm.
purchase, or they finally make a purchase. Hope I answered you.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir, you did. Thank you very much.
All right. So I will proceed. So like I was saying, this is my template I have. So let's say first of all, there's something I did not mention. For your business, you have to like have a goal. Always you should have a goal. What do you want to do? Like, please, a moment, please. Let me answer a call. Hello? Good evening, sir. I'm fine, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Can you do like this? Can you do like this? Just take the keyboard from the I-1000 and use it on it. Yeah. Oh, scanner. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a connection. There's a joint in it. Yeah. So, someone is coming very soon. No, wala, sir. I will pass the message. All right. Thank you, sir. All right, sir. Sorry, guys. Sorry. One important call just came in. So, like I was saying, at every moment you should have a goal of your digital marketing. Like me, for example, now there will be a time I will say I want to push for hotel software. So my goal for that month can be like I want to push hotel software. So that is a goal. I don't try to sell randomly. No, I pick a particular thing and push for it. I don't if you should know, you should learn to categorize your products and your services. Categorize them. If you are selling food, if you are tailor, just categorize your stuff so that you push one at a time. You know that at this time this is what I'm doing. Not that you are trying to market your full brand, so that you know what is lucrative and what is not, and what you have to put more efforts to. You know what is failing and what is flying, right? So when you have a goal of your product or your service that you want to push, you now start, you make a template like this. At the awareness stage, you ask yourself, when do I want to start this awareness campaign? Like, see my response here: as soon as possible. Like, when will my customer be most receptive to become aware of the products like mine? How could, then the next is how. Ask yourself, how could my customer become aware of my product and its products? See my response here: I'll tell a brand story. One, I make educational posts on how to grow businesses with our services or other service rather. Three, a comprehensive video on how to use on how to sorry, a comprehensive video on how to use our services, right? Some apps we've developed. So we'll make a comprehensive video on how to use them. So this is how we are trying to push our awareness campaign. Then the next part is the consideration stage. At the consideration stage is, when will my customer be ready to learn more about my products? Then you ask yourself, when is that? My response is anytime. Then, how will my customer find information about my products once they are ready? My response is our standard operation procedures, right? So we're lighting them on our standard operational procedures. Then we'll make videos or testimonials of satisfied clients. This is how we'll try and convince them. So we try to convince them by showing them our how we used to operate. Maybe you want us to do digital marketing for you. We try to, at the consideration campaign, try to post how we used to go about making your online journey a success. Then we also show videos of people that are satisfied, where people that have used our products. So at this consideration, these are kind of things that will eliminate. Okay, they was okay. These guys, they know what they are doing. They are up and doing okay. They are nice and all of that. Then the last is the conversion stage. Then you also ask yourself, when will my customer be ready to make a purchase? My answer is our standard procedure again, video testimonials again. Then how we'll do a free website, then online business combo, website, digital marketing, brand story, blog, CEO for the first term, for the first 10 person. So this is our conversion strategy, right? So when you want to take a business, you just have to have all of this done, so that you don't just go here, go here. You just take your time, take a while, brainstorm, put everything down on paper, then you begin to execute. Then next is setting goal. Like I mentioned earlier, setting goal. If you don't set a goal, you just waste a lot of your time. So, and there's what we call this an acronym for goal, which is SMART goal. So SMART goal is the X stands for, is the goal specific. M is it measurable? A, is it achievable? R, is it relevant? Then 5, is it time bound? So specific, you have to be specific about what needs to be done, right? Then is the goal measurable? You don't just say I want to succeed. Success is just a vague word. It has to be measurable. Like, I want to make 1,000 sales per month. That is a measurable goal. Then achievable. Don't say you want to make a million naira when you've never made 1,000 naira before. So if you set goals that is not achievable, you just burn yourself and you just demoralize yourself. You demotivate yourself. Then you have to be time bound. Like I said, 1,000 sales within 1 month is time bound, right? You don't just make goals without time limit. You have to give it a time limit, so that you will make yourself keep your to make you keep yourself in check. Then what will success look like to you? 1,000 sales and having so amount of profits can be what success what success means to you. Then how will I measure my success? So you just have to devise how you can define what success looks like and how you measure your success. Or maybe it can be total turnaround or total turnover or to increase number of visitors to your store or anything that you can just use to measure your success. So eh, another way of the before you make post or taking business online, you have to have a smart goal. So these are the acronym for a smart goal. Then this is also a template I use. Here I'll write the goal here. I'll write the goal here. Then I'll ask myself, is it specific? If it's specific, I think it's good. Then I will write in a short note on what makes it specific. Is it measurable? If it's measurable, I'll tick here and I'll give it a note too. Relevance, time bound, and all of that. Then ask myself these questions also. What will success look like? I'll answer it here. How will I measure success? I also write it here. See, all this is very good because sometimes someone can decide to work for you. So you don't have to talk too much. You just hand the person the document and if the person is smart enough, he should be able to read and follow up immediately. Right? When you start doing it, there will be a time that you won't be opportune to do a lot of things, right? And you join organization that they already have workflows or they have their things figured out already. So you just see what they have and you carry on. So it's good to always keep this. Write it down. Write it down. Yeah, write it down. So that see, professionalism involves all of these things. All of these big digital, they don't do anything differently or they don't do anything special. This is all what they do. I know something is success. There's no one singular. There's no one singular act that is going to catapult you to the next level. It's just all these small things. Once they are accumulated, that is what makes someone great. There's nobody that you see that he he's so wonderful that one thing that made him or one character, one attribute in him that made him a very wonderful person. No, it's a combination of small things. Likewise, in business or in digital, all these small things, accumulation of it will just sum up to become something great. So you have to have a template like this. So and follow the acronym: specific, measurable, achievable, relevance, and time bound. Then the next, before you take business online, you should understand the social media landscape, right? Different channels may appeal to different persons, right? Like there are some channels that will appeal more to female. For example, female are more into stuff like Pinterest because it's more visual. They see fashion, clothing, and all of that. So according to your business, you should understand. According to your business, that is what is going to determine the social media you make use of, and you just have to understand them and how they operate, and the one to adopt. There's no way you can join all of them. There are so many social media out there. You can't join all of them because you see, when even if you're a digital marketing agency, you can there are so over 60 something social media out there. So you just have to know them very well and know the one that is applicable to you and just concentrate on it, right? So if you understand, there are a lot of things you can do on social media. Yeah, you can your goal on social media can be to to grow awareness, to engage with customer, increase sales, provide customer service and support, or maybe mix them all. So understanding or trying to choose the kind of social media you will want to use, you have to understand your goal first. So these are some of the goals that people have for going online: to grow business awareness, to engage with customer, increase sales, or provide customer service and support, or maybe mix them all. So no matter what your specific goal is, you will want to find the right channel to help you achieve it. Determine your audience. We said that already. Demographic, common interest, behavior. So you choose a format that you want to use. Do you want to be doing more video? Or is it a test, or you want to mix them? Right, you have to decide that. You want to if if your business is more of visuals, like you need to show more videos, so you have to decide all of that as fun, or you want to be writing articles, right? You have to know how best to present your business out there. And like I've said earlier, best way to know all of this is to see what your competitors are doing. People that are already succeeding, what are they doing, right? Copy them and add more to it and try to outsmart them. And these are the most popular channels that anyone can start with: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. These are the basic ones that you should at least belong to at least three of them. Then there's this Pinterest, TikTok, Snapchat. These guys are on the rise now, right? Like if your target audience are younger generation, yeah, youth or young adults, like they are always on TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat, and all of these guys. While more advanced people are on the other ones I've said: LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. So everybody is on YouTube anyway. YouTube is the second search engine in the world. So and the people always search for how to tutorials, how to do one thing or how to do another thing. So that is that for social media landscape. So please, so if you have any question, always drop the question in the comments. So I will be checking them as I'm going through. And drop a message in the chats, right? So after you've done that, then you have to try and create your brand online. Like, okay, every store is unique. Like when you go to offices or stores, they have a particular paint, um they have how they arrange their stuff. That would do. Like when you go to UBA, you will know you can't convince UBA to GT Bank, right? They have their way they presented their things, their branding, and all those things that will make you know, okay, here I'm in UBA. So likewise online too, you have to present yourself that, okay, once someone is communicating with you, they will know that it is you, right? You have to provide, you have to give yourself a voice on the internet. So um at the initial stage, trying to take your brand online, you want to talk about your existence, like what motivated you starting up your company, the creation story of your company. It's a good way to start creating your brand presence online, right? Telling people what motivated you to do that. All these things are, they are, people like to see such of these things. So it's a way um to talk about yourself or your brand. When did you launch? What problem did you try to solve? How do you solve the problem now? The purpose of your business. Your purpose can include what you do and why you do it. It's the meaning behind the existence of your brand or your business. So when you get a new customer, when you this is things you try and figure out, so that you just have to, you don't have any reason not to succeed online, right? Not just once they give you ask you to take them online, you start posting, buy, shop, all those things. No, you don't have to take your time. And when you ask them all this, when you do all of these things, they'll be more confident in you. They will know that you know what you are doing. Then still on the brand framework, trying to make yourself, giving yourself a voice on the internet. You have to have a logo. Yeah, you have to have a consistent logo that once someone visits your page, the person will know that, okay, I'm in so page, right? You have to have a consistent color palette. You have to have a font. Then the tone of your brand. Is it serious or funny? Is it formal or casual? Or somewhere in between, respectful or irreverent, matter of fact or enthusiastic? So you just have to have all of these. These are branding. So and branding goes a long way to separate yourself from the rest of the guys there. So you have to take your time. If the clients you're having does not have all of this, you have to help them and achieve them. And the good part of it is that you charge them for all of this. You charge them for logo, branding. If they don't have, you charge them for that if they don't have. But if they have, you make do with what they have already. So like we have at Networkers Engine, we have a small template where we have yeah, a small template that's that describes our brand framework, right? It's comprises of what when did we launch, what problem did we try to solve, how we solved it now. So there's a little summary with pictures, right? Once you have all this thing done, once you have all this thing done, it makes your marketing easier. To pull out things will come very easy for you. You don't have to stress yourself anymore, right? And all of these things, once you draft them out, when you start posting them online, you see people will start reacting to it, because people like social media is all about stories. Yeah, tell stories. Yeah, nothing serious. Tell story. People want to know you, the story behind what you do and all of those things. Yeah, yeah. I see what you do and how you do it. Like we drafted this something that is like, hi, we are networkers. Our tech firm is located in Lagos, Nigeria, and we provide intelligent business solution for small and medium scale businesses. We are really fond of software marketing and branding, and we really care about client growth, collaboration, quality, accountability, passion, and leadership. So once you already have all these things, you see that your goal, your digital marketing goal will just be so easy. You won't stress yourself. You won't bothering yourself what to post or how to go about it, because you've taken your time to figure out things and you've already written them down somewhere. Then talking of colors, this is our network NG color. We have a primary color, a secondary color, tertiary color, and accent color. So primary color is the color that you see us make use most of the time. So this is our primary color. Then secondary color, we might complement it with this at some time. Then tertiary color, we seldomly make use of it. And this is an accent color. Accent color is a call to action button. If you notice, call to action is supposed to have a kind of distinct color from your normal buttons, because most people are colorblind, and so most people they scan things online. They don't really take their time to read what they see. So you just have to have that unique call to action that is going to, once they glance through it, they see that it's different from what they are seeing, and they will want to take an action. So accent color is your call to action color, your emphasis color. Anything that you want to place emphasis on, you can use it for it. So for networkers NG, we've already drafted this out. So even if we have a new person that joins us, we just handle all this into him, and the person is good to go. So a little description of the products we have: Clinic Plus, web app, Hotelia, and all of this. So your customers too, this is what you do to them, and once you've drafted all these things, the next is just for you to be taking them. Hello, hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sorry, network
I can
went.
hear you.
Okay, the network went
I
off.
can hear you too.
Okay, sorry, let me load the slide again. It's connected.
I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, the slide is loading. yeah, so this is where I am. So talking about the branding, your color, your primary color, your secondary color, your accent color. So once you begin to take a business online, you have to have all of this, right? You have to make sure everything is properly set up. See, one thing I tell people: if you don't have money, please turn off your microphone, please. I mean, mute your microphone. What I always tell people is this: renting an office, having an office space in this Nigeria, packaging sell. It's not even Nigeria, worldwide. Packaging is very key to business. You have to package yourself very well. And perception is everything. If people perceive you that you are a multinational company, you are a multinational company like that. If they perceive you that you are just there. That is how you will be to them. So, and all of these things are what people look out for, right? Once you if these are if you don't have money to have a good big office space that you choose, at least your online presence, take your time and make everything properly. So when you do your branding, once people come to your site, okay, they will like, okay, this person knows what he or she is doing. So before you start doing your marketing campaign or taking business online, make sure you have all of this in place, right? Yep. So this is a kind of the voice we try to the voice we want to be known for, or how our brand voice out there. So we are a little bit on the funny side and a little bit casual. Um, Sorry, let me go back. Sorry. Uh, yeah, sorry, this part of the slide is not showing, but this is basically how you want people to see you, like the voice you want to portray out there. Is it funny? Is it casual? Do you want to be seen optimistic, or yeah? So you have to know the kind of voice you want to be, how the kind of voice you want to put out there. Then another big factor that you should also have is having a content calendar. Everything you share online on behalf of your business posts, photos, videos, stories, and ads is called a content. A content calendar is a way to plan and organize your social media posting schedule. Your content calendar will include what you will share, when you will share it, and where you will share it. So a content calendar will help you: one, establish a process for creating content. Organize when, where, and how your content will appear. Share content consistently so that customers have you in mind when they are ready to make a purchase. And there's something we should know also, that once you begin to advertise to somebody, maybe at the time you are advertising to them, they are not interested in what you are rendering. But once you stop, when they might be ready, they might find it some, maybe you've already created that awareness in them, but because you stopped, you did not continue to consideration to the conversion stage, you stop somewhere, and they see someone else, they just begin to. So you have to have a framework that will make sure that you keep on putting content consistently. So at least you should be doing at least twice a week. So how I normally do it is weekends. I draft out everything I want to post for the week. I draft it out somewhere, what are the caption, where I want to post them and everything. I write them out. So as the time comes, I start posting them. There are also software for scheduling posts, right? If you want to post to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of that, there are softwares that you can put your post, and at the right time they will post them. So you have to have a consistent way of posting things, and yeah, you should have that. There's also there are so many social networks. You can't really be posting different thing on every one of them. So there's what we call cross posting. Cross posting is where when you post the same thing at different channels. So you can do that for a start, since if you don't have much resources to hire people, so you can post same content in your different channels, because people are different places. People like different channels. So I'll proceed to show you a kind of a template. This is a template that we'll make use of. This is a template we make use of for our posting. So as you can see, it has a date, the theme, the caption, the visual description, the format, the platform where you want to post it, and the hashtag. So you see, this is a date, January 2020. See all the dates. So I've already have all this thing on ground. So once the time comes, I just come here, copy it and paste it. Yeah, this is the location to the image I have. I know when you post online, your post should carry some things. One, you must carry image or a video. Then you must have a call to action. Must have a call to action, and it must be brief, and it should tell a story. So every post you make online should have those things: a call to action, an image or a video. Then it should be kind of telling a story somehow, right? Then if like on Facebook, I mean on Instagram and Twitter, where hashtag we enhance your visibility of your post. So you add hashtags to it, at least 3 hashtag is okay. So when we go into Facebook marketing into to we'll talk about, I mean when we go to Instagram marketing and Twitter marketing, we'll talk about hashtags, how to get hashtag and how to research hashtag and all of that. So this is basically steps you would want to take before taking business online. I think I've really covered all of them. So after that, the next from now henceforth, it will now be more practical classes. We'll start from like I told you, we'll concentrate more on social media marketing. From our first class, I told you the types of digital marketing we have out there. But for this class, I'll be concentrating with you guys on social media marketing that involves Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and email marketing too. These are with this is a very powerful tool. If it's well implemented, you see your business will see success, because Facebook and Instagram is one of the most popular social media out there, and it's cheap compared to Google. Social search engine marketing. Those guys are very expensive, and it takes a period of time for you to rank top. But with this now, you can just get your sales in a day, in an hour, right? And people just see it that it's just all about posts. Don't worry, when we get into Facebook marketing, you see that it's very, very, very deep, deeper than what most of us think about. A lot of concepts, a lot of theories, a lot of things that we are just not actually taking note of, right? Then before I open the ground for question, I would like to tell you, always have a strategy to always go, always to succeed, right? You don't just post. Like a strategy, like okay, when you post something, when you run an ad on Facebook, your ad should carry a link to a website. That your website will keep track of people that has visited that your site, so that at next time when you are doing consideration campaign, you market to people that has visited that your site, right? So you have to have a strategy that is in place to keep track of people, because the beauty of social media marketing or digital marketing is remarketing, for you to get to market to people that has interacted with you. So you have to take that remarketing part very seriously, because if you are just advertising for the first time and new person every time, you are just wasting your money. So you just have to have a strategy to always capture people that you have communicated with, and how to reach back to them again. And good thing about it, you can even pick bunch of phone numbers or email and push it to Facebook. Facebook is going to find them online and market to them. Let's say I have 1,000, I have 100 or 200 phone numbers from a client. Like there are some clients, I mean, they already have phone numbers or email address. I'll just take all those phone numbers and emails. I will give it to Facebook. Facebook will begin to market to all of these persons. And those people, they've interacted with this company at one time. They say, okay, this company, I know them somewhere. And they are likely to patronize you. It is 3 times cheaper to sell to an old customer than to sell to a new one. So that's it. So the question, let me open ground for question. Anybody can start asking his or her question now. So before we round up for today, then tomorrow we'll start Facebook marketing properly. Or not, I don't really know tomorrow. I don't know how possible tomorrow is, but if it is, I will let you guys know. But we'll just deep dive into Facebook marketing. So let's hear your questions, please. Hello, are you guys there?
Thank you
Hello.
very much for the class. I don't have any questions.
Okay. How about the rest?
Hello.
Hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Go on.
Actually, for my own ends, I can see that the class is well explanatory. Like you really go into the details of everything. So for me, I think it's a very good foundation for us to lay on. You understand? So I think maybe when we now get deep into the practical aspect of it, there will be a lot of questions. I think as it is now, is well explanatory. It's very good for me.
Okay, no wala. How about
That's
the
all.
rest? Anybody? Any question? Okay. Since there's no question.
Hello, sir.
Okay, okay, go on, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to audition if you would make like the last time you make this video maybe available on YouTube or any other link that we can always go back to and hear some things again and read through those slides. Is it possible?
Yeah, the other video, the meetup 1.0 is on YouTube already. I shared the link now. And I'll also upload this on YouTube also during the week. When I get to the office, I will upload it. And I'll also share the link when I
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
yeah. So any other question? Oluwatomisi, do you have a question?
And then
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I can hear you. Hello, someone wants to ask a question.
no, I said I don't think so. Maybe she doesn't have a question.
Okay. Oluwatomisi, do you have a
No,
question?
I don't
Hello,
have
sir.
a question.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. Princess, do you have a question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I was curious about something and I thought I should bring it to you. We know that social media is a way of getting feedbacks, a way of taking our maybe clients or customers, a way of engaging them in conversations, and a way of course, getting feedbacks from them. So, and there's this thing again that a lot of people use these days. I notice a lot of people use Google Forms to
Okoyemi,
Hello, can
please.
you hear me?
Yeah, come again, please.
Mm,
You said a lot of person use Google Form. Yeah, start from there.
thank you so much. Please just give a few minutes if you be back.
All right, no problem.
Okoyemi, I'm online. Go ahead.
That's Sean. I greet you,
Look,
sir.
Okoyemi, I'm online now.
Okay, I don't know if you heard my questions clearly,
I lost
or
it
do I
where
come
you
again?
I lost it where you said a lot of person use Google Forms. Continue from there.
Yes, I said these days, well, based on my own personal contacts and some businesses that I know, it seems as though they use Google Forms more these days. I don't know. I think they serve the same function, maybe basically, maybe not entirely. So I just wanted to ask if you're starting out, which one is best to go for? Is it that you create a Google form and you drop a link and ask your um clients or customers to fill them, because I believe that that takes more time. Like at times, some of them will take up to 3 5 minutes before you fill it. And there's a social media platform, right, whereby you can engage your customers, ask them questions, and you get your responses fast. So my question is, if you're starting out, which one is the best to use based on your experience so far? What
See,
would you advise?
there's no best thing. No best thing. Everything is unique. Okay, like on Facebook now, there's what we call lead ad. That lead ad is where you use similar thing like Google Form to get response from people. Google Form and all is just to get response, right? People will be more skeptical to drop their details for you. Just have that at the back of your mind. And Google Form is not in awareness campaign. It's you're asking them to take an action. So it's a conversion campaign. That is the last stage of the marketing. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah. Asking someone to take an action is conversion part of the marketing journey. Or sure, you know.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, before you tell someone to take an action, at least try and create that relationship with the person. They should try be aware of your.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. So, like I was saying, Google Form, Facebook lead ad is just for getting response, to get response from customer, to get their details. Do you think a customer will just want to give out their details to you just like that? Except you are promising them something very tangible and worthwhile. So I don't think that's a good way to start. To me, the way I see it, the best way to start, the best way I see a new business to start is one, get get
Hello?
it is for if you are starting newly and you don't have much budget, your budget is inside. Start from basic Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Those are the basic things. Those are the not it does not cost you anything. So you start from there, then you start running your awareness campaign, doing small ads, let people be aware of you, and combine with your physical marketing.
Uh,
You can't take away don't take away that physical marketing, except you have plenty of money to show your art to the whole of Nigeria. You if you have a website, then you can add a link to when you run ad, or when you run an ad on Facebook, you can add a link to your website that keeps track of people that visit your site, so that you can remarket to people that has read something on your site or that have visited your
Exactly.
site.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is the best way I see it. Website, social media handle, then You can do lead ad later, or where if actually you really have something you want to give out, maybe you want to give free something, free book, free free something. That is when people will be willing to.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nigerians will never.
Sir, please can I also add something?
All right.
Now, based on his question, I'm also thinking that before you can use Google Form for anybody, it must be your warm audience before, like the person that's already they already have an awareness
Yes,
about your product.
sadly,
You
that was
understand? Let me just
yeah,
say, for instance, now someone can just send a Google Form to you to fill for him or her before you having knowing who the person is. You understand? So
yeah,
you will somehow being skeptical for you to release your details. But if the person is already aware of you that okay, this is so person, you can easily fill your form and do the rest. So I think Google Form is basically from the warm audience.
yeah. That is just it. I think we answered your question.
Oh yes, you did. I just wanted to know which one was okay when one is starting out because I see people using that and I feel like it's not very okay. So I just had to confirm. Thank you.
No wala, no wala. Any other question? So in the midst of no question, now maybe we'll just start living.
All right. So
Yeah, thank you all guys. So I'll communicate the next meetup or anyhow we'll go about it. But next
thank you
time
for
now
your time. Really appreciate it.
yeah, next time it will be more tutorial. So we'll see how to properly set up Facebook page, how to run ad and a lot of other things in Facebook. So it will from next class will be more practical. So we've really talked a lot. So start getting our hands dirty. So bye to you guys. Thank you all for showing up.
All right, thank you very much. Do have a good day.
Thank you very
So
much.
Thank you.